Another banger.
Pythagoras theorem.
Another banger.
Pythagoras theorem.
No one is going to save you, so you have to save yourself. That saying, nobody is coming to save you, then I'm going to do it. Shoot for the moon. If you fail, you land on the stars. Then they sign up for like the elite pro and they're a beginner. And I said, I love the motivation and the zeal, but we ain't there yet, sir. You know, but you're going to get there. Today, I had an encounter that sparked the motivation inspiring. Hello, my beautiful aliens. That is what I call my listeners of the podcast Authentically Blue, but I know this is a YouTube channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Today I want to talk about the power of starting now. I think there's a book about that actually. We hear that phrase quite a bit. Personally, today I had an encounter that sparked the motivation inspiring. First, I had a conversation with someone on the phone. No, my cousin. These two interactions, one with my cousin and one someone on the phone. The person I'm speaking to on the phone, they have started cycling recently and they signed up for a marathon that's happening on the 26th of June. And they're not ready for this marathon. They sign up for like the elite pro and they're a beginner. And I said, I love the motivation and the zeal, but we ain't there yet, sir. You know, but you're gonna get there. So don't give up. Maybe go and who knows, you might surprise yourself. You have been consistent for the past week since you've got the bike. And you know, you want to keep at it. So shoot for the stars, shoot for the moon. If you fail, you land on the stars. That is by Les Brown, one of my favorite motivational speakers. Second conversation I had that inspired this is I was speaking to my cousin today. There's a bunch of cousins, 3 cousins in the situation. The younger cousin, asked me to go to the tailor with her. And at the tailor's shop, she wanted to fix her shirt for school. She's doing her GCSEs, finishing her exams, wanted to create like a levers, you know, signing and whatever, but she cut it unevenly, so she needed that fixed. I was like, cool, I'll go support you in any way that you need. She needed, the guy said cash only, so I had to help her withdraw. I had to withdraw, and then I had a fun interaction with the tailor before. I'll give you the context of the tailor before proceeding with the story. This tailor, I've been to him twice. The first time, he fixed materials for me, 3 of them. Genuinely, none of them took a lot of work, but he wanted to charge me £10 each, which is fucking outrageous. I said, hell no. I only have £10 or even probably less, bro. I can't pay that money. It's too much. Like, I can fix this by myself. My grandmother's a tailor. Why are you doing the most? Extorting people, technically. That's how I felt. But I paid him his money because that's what we agreed on, and he fixed something for free, apparently, which was like, okay, cool. Then I went to my cousin who's above me went there during Eid celebrations. She got something fixed. He fixed it for her for free. His wife does henna, which was really cool. I was like, all right, lovely. Then I went to him now again, and I was like, oh, I have a podcast. I'm really interested in creating tote bags. Would this be something you're interested in? And he was like, do you even have a design? Yes, sir, I have a design. I was asking him in terms of, can you do small production? But he was like, no, I don't do big productions. Like, it's going to be small, maybe 10 to 20 bags to start with and see how things go. I have the design. I have the someone to get the materials. Like, I've sourced everything out. It's literally just the tailoring of it. He said no. He's like, oh, Sanya, I have to see, da da da. But he was being very disheartening. So I was like, all right, whatever. Then what happened is I'm craving cake. This is crazy. This specific cake I'm craving. So then what happened is what happened? Not part of it. I literally was daydreaming after that situation. So I came and I was having this conversation. My cousin's like, yeah. Oh, with my cousin was fixing her shirt. He said he charged her an extortionate amount of money, like £7. And he goes, oh, normally I charge £10. And she was like, sorry, I have £4. And he agreed on the £4. But he was like, oh, because you guys are looking like little girls. Sorry, who's a little girl? But my cousin was like, ooh, you're little. And I said, yes, I am little. Like I'm young, not little. But in mid conversation, we started talking about a bunch of different things. That is a cup of tea calling, you guys. So we talked about, what do we talk about? Yeah, we talk about different things and how he can be human and have, be a good shopkeeper, but maybe not have certain qualities and like rip people off and whatever. And then we're talking about like what, yeah, that was what we were talking about. And I can't remember what the conversation went, but in my head, like a light bulb went boom. The power of starting now. You can always decide when you want to start things. It can be 4:27 p.m. on a Sunday. It can be 5 a.m. on a Monday. It can be 11 a.m. at work. It can be 3 p.m. Pinterest girly call. It could be anything. It could be I don't want to vape anymore. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to have sex anymore. I want to be celibate. I want to be get back into my fitness. I want to fix my sleep routine. I want to fix my food. I want to be more consistent with the goals that I have. I want to read more. It could be anything. Consistency and working at it is what improves. Nobody is holding a gun to your head and saying you cannot do it. Nobody has the power. You know that saying, nobody is coming to save you, then I'm gonna do it. I'm kidding. No one is gonna save you, so you have to save yourself. Literally. You get to decide how you want to live your life. If I decide today I'm gonna fuck around and find out and do some insane shit, that's on me. That ain't on nobody else. But if I decide like, hey, example, when I started my podcast, I did not know how to edit. I had to Google tutorials and my audio wasn't the best. And I figured out the mic settings and I, you know, kept improving, learned how to do music. And it was so fun and cool learning how to figure that shit out while editing. Dope as fuck. But I had to do it. Right now, I'm trying to learn how to post online more and be more consistent with the video and engage you guys and do all this shit. So it's all about beginning. Do not let anybody or even the Satan who rebuke his energy get in your head. You got this. Whatever it is you want to do, you can always start over. Your first pancake isn't beautiful, but the next few, finger licking delicious. I need to calm down, get my cup of tea, and enjoy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this short motivational spiel. Thank you for being on my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, support, and I will leave the Patreon link down below for more content.